Welcome back to the Keep It Real with KC podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix, and I'm doing a collective tarot reading today. I didn't want to do any yesterday because I was taroted out. I did a lot of collective readings over the weekend, and then also, obviously, the weekend before that I did all the money readings and stuff. So I just decided to take a break yesterday. Anyways, before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. All the readings are up for February. The love readings, the general readings, and the money readings are up for every single sign. So, check those out. If you're an Aquarius, you receive a birthday bonus reading for every single one. The general, the love, and the money. All right, whatever reading you watch or listen to, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try and make it fit. I'm just a person here reading energy and tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. Now that I said all of that, let's get into the energy. May I have the energy for the collective? May I have the energy for the collective? May I have the energy for the collective? What is, something keeps on saying, look at this. What is this? Oh, forgiveness. So yeah, forgiveness. Forgiveness might be a big deal for some of you right now where something may have happened and it's time to let it go. You don't have to forget about it. You don't have to do that. Also, they're doing maintenance work around the complex, so you may hear weed eaters and leaf blowers and all types of other stuff in the background. But you don't have to forget about it. I'm sure you've heard the song, I'm Willing to Forgive You, But I Can't Forget by Aretha Franklin. So, I think the title is Willing to Forgive, but that's the chorus, though. And that's pretty much what it is. It's okay to remember something, but you don't need to hold on to it. I have an eyelash in my eye. That's what's going on for those wondering watching the video. Okay, I think it's gone now. At least I hope it is. So, yeah. Let me go ahead and see what we have. Energy for the collective. What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it, thank you, that the collective needs to hear? I took that card because something told me to take it. We'll get to that in a minute. May I have some more cards? Okay. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That goes with the forgiveness. Anything else for the collective? Okay, not taking all those, but thank you. Perfect timing was at the bottom of the deck when I did look at that. Thank you. Bottom of the deck. Okay. So the card that I was told to pick up and set to the side, this is what it was. Within the next few months. All right? So something of significance may be happening within the next few months. Another card, and I feel all of this is connected to forgiveness. Another card that came out is compromise. So there may be something where, let's say you had a disagreement with someone. And you're seeing it one way, they're seeing it another. As they say, there's three sides to every story. Your side, their side, and the Lord's side, as my grandmother used to say. So you may see things like, oh no, they did this to me. They may see things as, oh no, this person did this to me. This is where compromise may come in, where it's like, you know what? You're seeing things a certain way. I'm seeing things another way. Let's just agree to disagree on that part and pull this together and move forward. And I'll forgive you, you'll forgive me, and we'll do our best to be civil to each other. It is what it will be. But I feel compromise will play a huge role in the forgiveness. Because I feel if nobody budges, like if no one is willing, I don't want to say be the bigger person because I can't stand that. It gets on my nerves. If no one is willing to speak first or offer an olive branch to say, hey, you know what, let's have a conversation, or hey, you know what, we both need to let this go, something of that nature, then I feel it'll never get resolved. And again, you know your situation better than me. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Now, The other card is communicate clearly. Communicate clearly. So whenever this conversation happens, I feel like there needs to be a conversation card with this. Conversation, compromise, communicate clearly. Whenever this happens, I feel clear communication will also be the key. But I feel that clear communication is tied to the compromise, too. Now, the other card, look for a sign. Look for a sign. So, let me give you an example of what a sign might be. A sign might be, let's say you haven't talked to someone in a few days, few weeks, few months, few years, whatever. And then, within the next few months, you run into this person in the grocery store. That might be a sign. Because you weren't checking for this person, you weren't texting this person, they weren't texting you or calling you, but you run into each other at the grocery store, or you're doing something and you end up at a party and that person is the friend of your friend and they happen to get invited. You didn't know they were going to be at the party, and then you find yourselves at the party with each other, or the cookout, or whatever, the gathering in the same space. That might be a sign. You see what I'm saying? Or no one's texted each other in a while, but then you decide to text out the blue, or they decide to text you. That might be a sign. Just saying. Bottom of the deck, listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. Bottom of the deck, listen to your intuition on that. Now, I'll take a few tarot cards and put some color on this and see as well if there's anything else. Can we clarify the cards on the table? Can we clarify the cards on the table? Can we clarify the cards on the table? Two of Swords. Yeah, there's been no communication for a while, more than likely. Someone may have even been blocked. Two of Swords is air energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Some of you could be that sign, have it in your chart, or be dealing with that sign, or they may have it in their chart. Can we clarify the cards on the table? What is it that the collective needs to hear? Something told me to split this 4 ways instead of 3, so I'm going to take it again. What is it? And then this card just fell down. I'm going to set that to the side. What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to... Judgment. That's why I ended up splitting it in 4. That's why. Judgment. So, and something's telling me to check the top of the deck now. The card on the top of the deck. What is this? Wow. That is crazy. Okay, so Judgment is at the bottom of the deck. Something told me to pull the card on the top of the deck. It's the Lovers. So you have Judgment and the Lovers. Both of these deal with choices. The Lovers card was originally the choice card. So there is a choice that's being made here. Now, for some of you, this could involve romance, because obviously the Lovers is here. This is Gemini energy. Judgment is Scorpio, because Pluto energy as well. There could be something here where you're going to have to make a choice. Do I want to let this person back into my life? That is where you're kind of at. And these are major arcana cards, so this is a major thing for you. This will be a major life decision, and it can go either way. The card I set to the side was the 9 of Cups. So this is wish fulfillment. Some of you want to heal this. And it may be your wish fulfillment, it may be their wish fulfillment. Cups is water energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. May I have thank you. Wow. The High Priestess. Definitely there has not been any communication. Because with the Two of Swords meaning blocked, and then the High Priestess meaning silent, there hasn't been any communication. Also with the High Priestess, and mind you, this is another major arcana card. Again, I feel like this is a major decision. And I'm tempted to title this A Major Decision About Forgiveness. Because that's what this is about. Are you willing to forgive this person, or are they willing to forgive you? Are you willing to forgive each other? That is the question. Bottom of the deck now, the Four of Swords. Again, this is more silence energy to me, taking a break from each other. For some of you, you could be at a distance from each other. 2. 4 plus 2 is 6. One person may have walked away, because Six of Swords is about leaving something, leaving conflict, leaving confusion, leaving things that affect the heart and the mind. So somebody may have walked away. Are there any other cards to clarify the cards on the table? This almost wanted to come out, but I'm not taking it. I need it to fall out. Thank you. What is this? Wow, Six of Pentacles. So equal give and take, reciprocity, surprises, stability. This is another thing with the look for a sign. I feel the Six of Pentacles and the look for a sign are related, because don't forget, Six of Pentacles and Six of Cups can be about surprises. And I feel also with this look for a sign, this surprise might be a sign for you. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Cups. That's interesting. Some of you may be hesitant to accept someone's forgiveness, or should I say, you may be hesitant to forgive someone. There may be hesitancy through this because they may have had you in Five of Cups energy before. So now, let's say they're the ones who happen to show up or happen to reach out. You may be like, I don't know, based off of last time with the Five of Cups energy, because that's the energy that you were in. And with Nine of Cups minus the Five of Cups is the Four of Cups. Even though something is being offered to you, Four of Cups energy, a hand is being held out, you're like, I'm not sure about that. Is there anything else? So there could be that energy too. Is there anything else the collective needs to hear before we close this out? But I feel this will be a major decision, as in whatever you do will affect your life going forward. And then came out the Queen of Pentacles, Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Queen of Pentacles specifically is Virgo energy. Some of you could be a Virgo or dealing with one, or it could be in somebody's chart. But Queen of Pentacles is about nurturing. Queen of Pentacles is about stability. Also, Queen of Pentacles is about responsibility. The Queen of Pentacles is a responsible energy. So I think whatever decision is made, it will be a grounded decision. It will be based off of reality and stuff. I also feel that for some of you, if you feel this forgiveness, this bringing the person back into your life may affect your current stability or may affect your 3D reality, you may decline, is what you may do. Now, also, please keep in mind that just because you forgive someone doesn't mean you have to let them back in your life. You don't have to do that. You can say, hey, I forgive you, and then continue on your way. For some of you, the forgiveness may just be is needed for you. So you can go ahead and let that energy go and move on to the next thing that life has planned for you, or that is part of your destiny, is what you may be looking at. But what I can tell you based off of this is that there is a major decision involving forgiveness. That's what this is about. And the choice is going to be yours, as we all have free will. All right? So that is your message. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Until next time, be blessed.